To travel means to organize a lot of stuff beforehand. And if you're like us, we always look forward to explore our next destination together. Most of the times, everything goes very smoothly. The flight is on time, and after arriving, we are ready to enjoy our holiday right away. But sometimes, unexpected things happen. Some good, some bad, that interfere with your original plan, and you need to improvise.
As I love to organize all our travels beforehand, this time I had to handle this new situation as good as I can. So let us tell you a story about one of the most beautiful places on earth and the numerous amount of things that either broke or went wrong.
It was May 2018, when we decided to travel the Philippines, an archipelago with over 7,000 islands and the bluest and clearest water we have ever witnessed. Our original plan was to travel to Boracay, known as the Party Island, where lots of young travelers are headed to. As you may have heard, the local government decided to shut down the island in order to let nature regenerate, as the pollution was a rather big problem for the island. This announcement hit us hard. Also, because there were just 2 weeks left until we would have arrived on Boracay. That meant that all our organizing and planning was in vain, and we had to search for a new destination as soon as possible.
As we have already booked our flight to Manila, the capital of the Philippines, which is located on another island, we did not want to give up on our original destination, especially because we only would have been refunded for our flight from Manila to Boracay. Therefore, we spontaneously decided to head over to Palawan instead. Palawan was voted several times as the best and most beautiful island of the world, so we definitely were looking forward to that trip, without knowing what was ahead of us. If you're interested in astrology, you probably know what Mercury Retrograde is. For those who aren't, let me explain shortly. Mercury Retrograde is an astrological phenomenon that occurs when the fast-moving planet Mercury, which only takes 88 days to orbit the Sun, seems to slow down due to the elliptic orbit. The time we booked our trip to the Philippines, Mercury was in this exact position. And if we knew it back then, we definitely would have waited until this was over. Mercury is in retrograde 3 times a year for 3 weeks each. During this period of time, you should not start new projects, plans or purchases, as there is a high chance that something will go wrong or break. During a travel, for example, your flight might be cancelled. And the most important thing, seen astrologically, is to not sign a contract during Mercury being in retrograde. Believe it or not, but we personally believe that the things about to happen were absolutely no coincidence at all. But hey, now we always inform ourselves upfront and try to avoid booking during this period of time. My mother just told us about this when it already was too late.
The first impact we noticed was that during our flight to Manila, the screens on our seats were not working, but only in our row, so we weren't able to watch any movies or play any games. At this time, we already thought to ourselves, oh my god, what will go wrong next? Luckily, the seats of Saudi Arabian Airlines were so comfortable that we slept most of the time. As we already mentioned, we were short of time rebooking the holiday all over again due to the unexpected shutdown of Boracay. So we've only done a quick research for a hotel for one night, as our connecting flight to El Nido was just the next morning. We did not want to spend much on our room, and our preferred location was near the airport, so we could sleep a little longer. After being ripped off by our taxi driver, charging us tenfold the normal price, he brought us to a hotel where we needed to walk about 100 meters to reach it. We just realized that we accidentally landed next to a squatter area, which is a rather dangerous place not only for tourists. Our driver told us to put everything valuable in our bags and to head over to the hotel as fast as we can. We were of course a bit intimidated, but fortunately nothing happened. The hotel room itself was okay, at least for one single night.
After arriving in El Nido, it seemed that the situation has calmed down and we could finally enjoy this magnificent island. Unfortunately, this was by far not the end of our losing streak. We just have bought our first drone and were excited to try it out at the beach for a stunning recording of the landscape. Mario literally just flew it for 1 minute as the power supply got loose and fell into the sea, along with a brand new €900 drone. Due to the salinity, we were not able to repair it, not even after some days of trying. Although being a little depressed because we had no drone anymore, we spent some amazing days in El Nido and saw the most picturesque landscape and swam in the bluest waters of the ocean.
If you're traveling the Philippines for the first time, there are some things you need to know. Even if there is Wi-Fi available in the most public places, such as restaurants and hotels, it will never work properly. We absolutely recommend getting a local SIM card or opt for an international travel SIM. Also very common are the electricity brownouts, especially in El Nido. Make sure to charge your devices whenever you can and opt for a hotel with its own power supply, as these brownouts often can last for several hours and the whole town will be without electricity.
After our bumpy start, we took the ferry to get to Coron, a neighboring island. We decided on booking a ferry to save some money, as inland flights are rather expensive in the Philippines. The website said it would take about 3.5 hours to get there, but after 1 hour of freezing temperatures inside the ferry, we wished we had taken the flight instead.
Are you a fan of our videos? Remember to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon to get notified about our next adventures.
Asians in general tend to put the AC very low, but this time it was beyond that. Again, only in our row, the AC could not be turned off, the shutters were broken. Luckily, we had really nice seat neighbors from Hong Kong that helped us out by wrapping us up in layers of clothes and towels, as our own ones were kept safe and secure in our checked luggage, and we had no access to it anymore. A huge shout out to these girls, we were so lucky to meet you. So finally, after 5.5 hours, so with 2 hours delay, we arrived at the port where we were picked up by our driver, who still patiently waited for us, taking us over to Huma Island Resort.
Huma Island is a private island resort next to Coron, and we found an excellent offer on the internet for a stay in an overwater bungalow. It was truly amazing. Norbert, part of the resort staff, was such a lovely person and made us truly feel like a king and queen. We were even greeted with live music at arrival. After leaving Huma, we had some days left on the main island of Coron. But as soon as we got out of the car, we were shocked. We forgot our passports on Huma Island. An island almost 1.5 hour drive and a 1 hour boat ride away from our current position. Thank God our driver still hasn't left, and he offered us to get them for us within the same day, as he needed to pick up some more hotel guests in Huma anyway. This was pure luck, as we had only 2 days left until our flight back home. Not to imagine what we would have done without all the lovely people we met.
On our last day, we decided to book a private island hopping tour, which is absolutely recommendable if you wish to visit all the places at your own pace of time. Locations such as the Big Lagoon in Nido or the Twin Lagoon in Coron should absolutely make part of your list. At the end of this beautiful day, where everything went as we have planned, we had another misfortune just waiting for us. Mario forgot to put his phone in the water-resistant part of his backpack, and while wading through a bit deeper water to get on the next island, the attempt of trying to keep things safe and dry failed, and his iPhone accidentally got really wet. With all the bad luck we already had throughout the whole trip, this one was still missing. So he could not only use his phone anymore, because salt water, but also most of the amazing photos we have taken so far were gone, as his iPhone was not able to back up with the cloud due to the almost non-existent internet connection.
So finally, we were heading home, almost frozen, tired, and without any proper footage. We were looking forward to some European standards again. But things were still not going as we wished they did. We had a connecting flight in Saudi Arabia that was postponed without any notice, so we had to kill time for 6.5 hours in the middle of the night.
The bigger problem was that we already had one short and one long-haul flight behind us, and we were so jet-lagged that if it was possible to get a proper visa for this country, we would have absolutely booked a room at an airport hotel to just get a little bit of sleep and a comfy bed instead of the cold floor or chairs of the airport.
After almost 40 hours, we finally got back home and we were completely exhausted. A closed island, the fear of our safety, a crashed drone, a wet iPhone, 2 forgotten passports, and a flight change. All that happened in just 14 days.
Though, looking back and despite everything that happened, we had one of the best trips of our life yet. The jaw-dropping places we have visited compensated all the broken stuff and this Mercury Retrograde story. So what can you take away from our story? No matter how bad the situation may seem, we always try to make the best out of it.
Island closed? Choose a different one and enjoy. Crashed drone? Use the free time to make memories, not pictures. Broken AC or forgotten passport? Talk to people and you will experience kindness all over the world. There will always things happen if you travel. But if you take it with a smile, you can turn any disaster into an experience you will never forget. So we hope our story inspired you to take on your own adventures and explore this beautiful world.
Thank you for watching our video and see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.